More questions about employment laws after new allegations of unpaid wages at a Waterloo food store. The new claims against Dutchie's Fresh Market follow a year of similar allegations and the store's business director pleading guilty to multiple charges of wage theft. CTV's Jeff Pickel back with us looking into this once again for us tonight. Jeff, the big question we keep hearing from viewers as we've been reporting on this is, how can this keep happening?
Well, Tony, certainly you may think that after dozens of official complaints over the last decade and the admission of guilt, there would be some mechanism to make sure this does not continue. But as we have been learning, the laws on the books are weak and rarely used.
Another worker claiming to be out several $1,000s after working at Dutchie's.
He owes me like a lot of money, so I have to come back again. It's like, hope I will get money back.
Addie is one of a long list who has spoke with CTV News or have filed complaints with the Ministry of Labor. Despite the complaints, Dutchie's remains open.
No, not surprised, because it just is consistent with what we have seen over the last 5 years.
Joanna Mullen is an employment lawyer with Waterloo Region Community Legal Services who has worked with over a dozen former Dutchie's employees.
Both the business and Mr. Renkema have been charged and pled guilty to violating the Employment Standards Act. These stories really demonstrate that nothing has changed.
Responding to CTV News, Michael Renkema says, "We will review any and all concerns an employee has. An employee can always bring an issue to our attention and it will be rectified. We have and we will continue to correct all issues." Our story prompting a large reaction online, including some wondering if there are no laws to prevent this.
There is no mechanism in the Employment Standards Act to actually stop a business from committing this type of wage theft.
Others asking why the police are not involved. So far, no police reports have been filed. And when it comes to not paying wages,
the criminal code doesn't deal with employment relationships. So there's nothing that the police would do to step in when wage theft is happening.
Another comment asked why the government can't pull their business license. Right now, under the current laws, that's not an option.
So the laws have to change. So we need the government, the provincial government, to put stronger mechanisms into the Employment Standards Act where the Ministry of Labor or the Ministry of Finance can actually say to a business, you can't have a business license anymore.
Mullen says similar powers do exist in other areas.
When it comes to things like child support, the Family Responsibility Office actually has the ability to strip someone of their driver's license if they're not paying child support under a court order.
Michael Renkema has a sentencing hearing at the end of May for 13 violations of the Employment Standards Act.
The hope would be that whatever the sentence is may be severe enough to actually stop this from continuing in the future.
And jail time and the maximum fine for Employment Standard Act violations are hardly ever, if ever, used. The newest potential victims to come forward are working to file claims with the Ministry of Labor. Mullen asks any other current or past employees who have not been paid to get in contact with their office. And we have also asked the Minister of Labor, David Piccini, for an interview to speak about this issue, and we are hopeful to hear back in the coming days.